Yes, I'm very glad to be joining the WCC at this time. It was wonderful to be oriented to the fellowship of global churches at the General Assembly, where we had a chance to reflect together with the whole church on what our priorities are in addressing various issues related to human dignity. It was very clear that the understanding of human dignity extend beyond how human beings care for each other, but also include how human beings also care for creation as a means through which they can care also for each other. And as a program director for Public Witness and Diakonia, I see this as one of my main areas of focus to make sure that our focus on human dignity is informed by our theological self-understanding as people who are created in God's image, but also understanding that the life we share with others in public life need to be governed by laws, and therefore it's not only informed by our theology but also informed by human rights. So I look forward to a situation in which the World Council of Churches is a champion to protect human dignity, but also to put together those instruments that allow human dignity to be protected at local level, but also at global level. You know, the WCC is a strategically positioned organization that is able to engage with local churches who are day-to-day dealing with threats to human dignity. But at the same time, the WCC is also positioned to scale up interventions that protect human dignity at global level. And I see my role to make sure that there is a link in the capacity of local member churches in addressing issues of human dignity, but also making sure that we are supporting the global infrastructure that protect the dignity of all human beings and the whole breadth of creation. We are currently living in a time where many people are losing hope because they feel overwhelmed by the many challenges that confront humanity today. But I think as a fellowship of churches and the WCC's role is needed today as a sign of hope in a number of ways. But first, I think through our solidarity with people who are most vulnerable. I think this has been one of the fundamental marks of the WCC as an organization that always identifies with those who are most vulnerable. But the issue is not only solidarity in words, but we also create an environment in which practical action could happen. You know, we just produced a document on ecumenical diakonia that describes how the churches could work together to alleviate the pains and the challenges of those who are in vulnerable situations. And for me, it is this that also gives hope, because it's not only solidarity in words, but also to say practically, how do we organize ourselves? How do we coordinate our work? And how do we make sure that we share resources to make sure that our diaconal interventions can actually alleviate the pains and the challenges that people are facing? But above everything, our hope is also in the knowledge that God is present with us. And we speak this message to all people, to tell them that they are not alone. God never forsakes them. God is present in the midst of their suffering. I think the role of the church in society and its understanding of creation is best understood when we take seriously what the psalmist says, that all that is created belongs to God. I think this is an important starting point because we need to make sure that human beings see themselves as stewards of creation. So we are not only relating to nature as consumers, but we are also participating in a continuing creative work of God. And for this reason, we look at resources as that which should enhance life in an equitable way and in a way that satisfies the needs of the present, but without compromising the needs of the future. And this understanding of nature, this understanding of creation, enables the church to be a responsible actor in the way we participate in the economy, the way we participate in politics, and the way we participate in how human beings relate with each other in general. Because we affirm this understanding that we are stewards of creation, but we are also responsible to and for one another. And I think this understanding of use of resources therefore requires that we also organize ourselves to participate in the creation of wealth, but in such a way that we are aiding, we are contributing to the quality of all people in an equitable way. Because we can see right now there's growing inequality in the world. Those who have seem to be increasing in accumulation of wealth, and those who do not have seem to be languishing in poverty. So if we are thinking in this logic of stewardship and responsibility, we continue to encourage people to be innovative, to be using available technologies, but in such a way that we are creating equal access to all people. We are caring for the environment, but we are also creating legacies and benefits for future generations. And it is in this holistic understanding of development that the church understands its relationship to nature and to creation. That we need to create an environment in which being local as a church is something that is very clear and effective. So I see that my responsibility is also to be working together with our member churches so that their local witness as churches, their local fellowship as churches is strengthened. And I think for me, this is one primary responsibility is to be supporting the member churches in their local expression of unity, but also in their local diaconal and witness calling. But we are not only a church at local level, we are also church universal. So we are church together, connected in time, beyond time, in space and beyond space. And for this reason, I also see that one of our responsibilities is to make sure that we as the World Council of Churches, we are an expression of this global dimension of being church. And what this means is that we are able to demonstrate our shared understanding of the world and how we believe the church should respond to the challenges of the world today together. in contributing to peace, in contributing to justice, in contributing to making sure that the laws that govern how human beings relate with one another are upheld. And I see our function as contributing to local expression, but also to our global expression. And I think that this function is something that not a single church is able to achieve on its own, not a single organization is able to achieve on its own, but the WCC is a big opportunity for us to be truly church locally and also to be truly church globally.